All right, good morning, everyone. It is 9:12 in the morning of December 10th, 2021, and this is my pre-market strategy session. So, got delayed this morning. Didn't get into the office really early enough to do a thorough pre-market strategy session. And the bell rings in 18 minutes. So I'm gonna have to kind of make this fast. And it may not be quite as in-depth as I usually get. So first thing up here is Oracle. It has made a massive 13% move on a stock or on a company that has a market cap of 250 billion, I think, something like that. Where's the market cap? Oh, here we go, 242. As of the close of yesterday, $242.66 billion market cap. It's enormous. And when a company like that moves 13% overnight on an earnings call, it's going to provide trading opportunities. Exactly where those opportunities are, I'm not sure. So, it's the usual strategy. A breakdown below the 75% level, and then a move back up again is a trade. A breakdown below the open and a move back above the open is a trade. And then this one, I feel fairly confident that I would be able to average in between the 61.8 and the 50 if it goes down that far. I seriously doubt that it'll go down that far. But if it does go down that far, an average in between the 61.8 and the 50% level is probably a pretty good spot to get into if it goes down that far. And something else that's kind of encouraging is there's a pre-market formation here. This thing, actually that's post-market yesterday. This thing bull flagged yesterday right here in this price range. And so, that's confidence building right there. I mean, that it doesn't get much more bull flaggish than that right there. That's a bull flag, perfect bull flag. Okay, so that's Oracle, and I will be using Fibonacci levels for Oracle if it gives a setup. All right, EFOI. Now EFOI is a continuation. It's popping up this morning. EFOI on the 8th of December reported, let's see, what was it? Oh yeah, okay. Virus-targeted air disinfectors, stock rallies. And so it kind of did the thing that stocks, these small cap momentum stocks have been doing lately. You can see here on the daily chart right here. This is the 8th of December, just 2 days ago. It traded, if you see the volume is over here on the left-hand side, 195 roughly million shares traded on that day, and the stock only moved from $3.06 to $4.42. Obnoxious. I don't know what's going on with small cap momentum these days, but it's been like this for quite some time. And so then a couple days later, after the big news is over, it seems like traders come back to push this thing up. So here it is, pre-market at $4.16. I'm anticipating trading this over a $4.42 mark. What I think, it's going to be tough to say. You have to watch the level 2. It's probably going to be a break above, retest, and then continuation. That'll be the best trade on it. However, if the level 2 is just going nuts and like prices are moving so fast, you can't see prices scrolling through the level 2, then it's just going to be plain old momentum. It's kind of jump on. Once you see just a tiny pullback, jump on and move up. The momentum strategy, I wouldn't use a 1 minute momentum strategy on it. I'd probably, if it's moving as fast as I think it's going to move, then I would probably just use the 2, 3, 5 second pullback and then a push back above. Coinbase. So Coinbase, and actually let me pull down Bitcoin. So Bitcoin appears to have taken the role of the inflation hedge, which is interesting. So the dollar is weakening, although it's up a little bit this morning. The dollar is weakening a bit. Here, let's pull it up real quick. Let's go there and then go to risk range, plays, and the dollar. So here's the dollar after the inflation, after this recent CPI came out. And CPI came out a bit above expectations, still really high, 6.8%. Expectations were 6.7% year over year. That's pretty high inflation. And so the dollar is taking a hit right here, even though, I mean, this recent dollar history here is bullish. Right now, it's the dollar is weakening just a bit. And Bitcoin, you can see that the inverse move on Bitcoin. And, there's, digital gold is what Bitcoin has been called in recent days. And there are a lot of people who get really chapped when they hear Bitcoin called digital gold. But I tell you, let's look at gold. I mean, all the things that needed to happen in order for gold to start running up and making new highs, inflation, a stronger dollar, not so great, but all the rest of the stuff with inflation and weakening, weakening yields, all the stuff that usually kind of goes into making gold an attractive investment for an inflation hedge have come across, and look at gold. It's just still lagging. I think, really it was after, it's sort of more uncertainty. I don't know. I mean, gold may be just kind of losing its attractiveness. I think historically speaking, in the long run, in the very long run, gold, of course, is the purest form of money. And so eventually I think that this is, gold is going to catch up to where it's supposed to be eventually. But for the time being, Bitcoin's taken its place. Bitcoin has taken the mantle of the inflation hedge. We'll see how long that lasts. Okay. Next up, RH. RH, often I've seen RH put out a really good earnings statement yesterday with forward guidance. It was also really impressive. And what did it do? It popped up and then sold off for the rest of the day. Quite common pattern that you see on a large cap. And in fact, I'd suspect that Oracle will actually probably do something similar. Maybe tech is really actually kind of doing well right now because the Fed isn't expected to raise rates until 2023. So rates are going to stay low, which it's somewhat of a fallacy that tech, it's just coincidental that low rates and tech go up together. Rates can rise and the economy can improve and tech can do well in a environment where rates are rising also. So it's a bit of a fallacy. However, right now there is a statistically significant correlation between the falling rates and the increase in tech prices. It can still happen the other way too, where rates are rising, the economy is improving, and tech rises at the same time. But anyway, so tech is a bit of our Oracle today is a bit of a wild card on whether it's going to pop up and sell off and then take a couple days to start running up again. On high quality names like this, in high number, it's going for 101 a share. You're not going to get the small cap momentum there. You're not going to get people playing this one who are jittery or are looking for a momentum trade. They're probably looking to jump on to grab a piece of the ride and are willing to just buy and then hold for a week or something. So we'll see what happens here. If it pulls back and gives me an entry, I'm definitely jumping on it for probably somewhere around 200 shares. Not a whole lot, but enough to be able to capitalize. If it moves $10, then it'll be $2,000 profit. Okay. So RH here is what I'm expecting it to do, and I put an alarm here. Let's see if it's still active. Nope, it's not. I'm looking for a pullback to 597.29 for a bounce, and then probably a continuation move higher up to challenge the all-time highs here. Seems like there's a bit of a ceiling right here in the 750 range or so. So I'd expect that after a pullback that it will make a run for that. It'll probably take a few weeks. ISIG, so ISIG is popping up again this morning. You can see here we are on the daily. This, I don't like this, and I was actually really quite surprised to see this move yesterday. It went up to as high as $35.50. I did play it yesterday. I did make some money on it. And I was surprised to see it break past this $24.85 level because, this is a lot of selling, and it's on volume here. This is so the day that it opened, it actually behaved really quite well on the day that it opened with its news. It's doing some kind of I don't know, corporate reformation or something. I don't remember. It doesn't seem like big news to me, but investors really seem to like it. So it traded at 85 million shares here on the 6th of December and actually made a really clean move from its open here at 641 to its close at 1523 roughly. Where is that? Let's see. It was easy to trade. It gave clean setups, which was really nice because you don't see that with small caps too often. The next day it sold off, and then it popped up again. I played it again here on the 8th. Popped up over 1571 and went as high as 2485. And I really kind of thought that was it for this stock. I was surprised to see it pop up again yesterday because of this topping tail right here. That may not be very easy to see if you're looking at that on a small screen or something. But there's, a slightly less than 50% of the move that occurred on the 8th of December happened in selling. Sellers are in control right here. And so the next day for it to pop up over 2485, I was really impressed. And so I played it again yesterday and made some more money on it yesterday. And so, it was a scalp trade, quickly took profits. It opened here, roughly at $17 and then made a high of $35.50. And so today, here it is popping up again, but it's popping up in this, selling. This is selling territory right here. I don't know what to expect out of the moves today with this. I'm skeptical. However, the momentum trade has changed since I started trading it. We'll see what happens. If it gives 1 minute setup, then it's a setup. 2485 is a technical level for it to have broken above. Of course, it's not really in play quite as much as the 3550 level is in play. But we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll find support at this 2485 and start running up again, or perhaps it'll find support at 2350 and start running up again. Hard to say. You can actually see here in the pre-market, it did find support around those levels and is moving up pre-market right now. So interesting. IINN popped up yesterday, kind of putting in this new pattern that we've seen lately. This thing actually, I don't know how I missed it on the 26th of October, but it opened at $2.31 and made a run up to $9.50, we'll call it, on 172 million shares of trading. I'm really not sure how I missed it on this day. The first time that I've paid attention to it was yesterday. I don't remember if I traded it yesterday or not. I don't think that I did. I don't think that I got any setups on IINN yesterday. Anyway, so I'm just kind of waiting for it to do its thing where it pulls back for a couple days and then decides to start running up past $6.08. Maybe that happens today. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, let me put an alarm on it. So if it starts blasting up past $6.08, I'd expect for it to make a challenge of this $9.59 high. Okay, everybody, I've got 3 minutes to the bell here. I'll run through it real fast. The SPY did not mind the inflation reading this morning. You can see it spiked up pre-market here. I think that the reason that, perhaps tapering will happen more quickly, but everybody knows that the Fed can't raise rates significantly because if they do, they'll crash the entire economy. It's for, it's a story for another day. Okay, we went over Oracle. I don't know why Oracle's up there right now instead of the VIX. Yeah, here's the VIX. The VIX popped back down below. Let's see. The low on the VIX was on the 8th of December right here, this recent low. So here it is breaking down below it. New lower low, a new recent lower low means more, further, the VIX has further down to fall, obviously. So it's bullish, 470 is just a few points, 470 and the all-time high here is, less, it's a fraction of a move away right now. So, we're getting close there. All right. So, and then there's Bitcoin. Bitcoin really seemed to appreciate that. There's inflation readings as well. All right, everybody. Good luck out there. Keep your wrists tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the bell, and I will see you at the recap. I am out.